Hello, welcome back to See the Stories. This is the signature segment of the 3-hour news show, still with Puty Puar. We are talking about the book, and she is sharing Self-Improved Me book over
Yes.
here. But not only an illustrated guide to self-improvement, you also included cards for your readers. What are these cards?
It is not tarot. for you,
No, it is
right?
not tarot. Apparently not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not,
Who
okay.
knows? Yeah, so actually Self-Improve Me is like an official merchandise, but it comes like optional. It's as a promotional offer for those who pre-order. But basically the idea is that I adapted some of the illustration from the book to become a card. Because I think like the idea of don't compare yourself, stick with your goals is something that everyone already know, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes we just need a reminder, and sometimes we need affirmation.
Agree.
Yeah.
So that's why the idea is that when maybe you need some assurance of yourself, or you would like to write down on your own journal and you think like, what kind of affirmation that I need today, then you can just pick a card randomly. There are like 20 cards in the set, and then you can you can see and how it resonates with you. Maybe it can like intrigue something in your spark something from yourself.
Oh,
You want to
okay.
try?
I want to try,
Yes.
please. Can I?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
take one card.
Okay, right here. It says, I'm taking my time to take a step back, a deep breath, and a moment to ask myself, does it matter so much?
You have to
If
show it to
no-
the camera.
If no, what actually does? See, like I said,
Look at
it's
that.
time to like step back. That was awesome.
I think it's really affirms what you just said.
It speaks to me. Like I said, right now in life, I'm gonna turn 43 soon. So like again, take a step back and deep breath and
You
just
don't
take
look
a
a
moment.
day over 23.
Thank you.
I agree.
But again, this speaks to me. Oh my God, that's pretty cool. I want to see yours.
Oh, wow.
Let's see.
Wow.
Let's see.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
What does it say?
Okay. Saying no doesn't make me a bad person. It's probably because I say yes to those who are more important.
He always says yes. So sometimes it's okay to say no, Hans.
Well,
I think it speaks to like people pleaser.
Yeah.
this is a sorcery.
Did that speak to you?
Well, yeah, in some sort of way. Sometimes it's more saying no to myself. Because a lot of things that came to me as challenges, I tend to say to myself, yes, this might be the right time for you to conquer this challenge. But sometimes to say no to myself would be a better choice. In some way, doesn't make me a bad person. It's probably because I say yes to those who are more important.
Yeah. You're a yes man.
Yeah, a yes, man, yes kind of man. But I might say that these cards of affirmation, sort of like the damage control
Yeah.
of the book. Because sometimes when you sit down and you evaluate yourself, sometimes for people who are more like perfectionists
Yes.
or what you call it, overachiever?
Yeah.
You might say,
Yeah.
ambitious. When you see like some targets that you haven't achieved yet from the previous set of target, might be quite saddening.
Yeah.
But these cards actually assure you that hey, that is actually right. I mean, that's actually okay for you not to be, on every challenges that you face.
Well, I have a question. So you said when we write our goals, it has to be achievable. How important is it to write goals that are achievable? Is it okay if we shoot for the stars? I mean, isn't it?
I think people also ask me like, how do you know whether it is achievable or not? Because maybe you say that, oh, I would like to be as rich as Ravi Ahmad. Maybe for some people it's achievable, right? But I think it's more like because it's a process, right? So you set your goals, but then at the end of the period you evaluate, and then that's where you set what is achievable for you. Like for example, even like as for me, like losing 5 kilograms, it's maybe for some people it's easy, but maybe not really achievable for me because like previously it's not achieved. So yeah, that's I think it's important to like make it a target challenging,
Okay.
but also it's also important to look back and measure yourself.
Okay.
Is it like reasonable? Should I put it or not?
Okay. All right.
But oftentimes people would be clueless about the quest or journey to discover themselves. But what are the common obstacles that you would usually find when discovering yourself, and how will you address them?
Yeah, I think the first one maybe is we actually don't realize that we are lost. So it's just like, because again, especially these days, we are like in the stream of fast-paced life.
Yes.
So sometimes you find yourself in the chase, in the middle of chasing something, but you, at the point that you don't understand anymore, what is it that I'm chasing, right? So it's like an infinity. So I think that's the first one. It's just our lack of awareness that we actually have to think about what matters to us, what goals that we would like to achieve. And then if the realization comes, also it's hard to find the time. I mean, like, let's be real. I made a book about that, and then people said, oh yeah, it's a good book, I should do this. And then how many people actually did that? It's because sometimes we think that we don't have time,
Yeah.
we don't put aside some time for that. And especially being consistent, especially in tracking your progress, it takes some time to build a habit.
Yeah.
So people sometimes just, it's not for me, journaling it's not for me, it's just for people who are like really motivator or something like that. It's also like an obstacle. But yeah, it just become worse because all the social media posts distracting us. Yeah, and also it's just we humans tend to be hard to change, hard to unlearn. Yeah.
And again, you also mentioned that as humans, we always compare ourselves with others, right? So in your opinion, how can we stop comparing ourselves to others and doing things not just because everybody seems to be doing it, so I have to do it too, FOMO.
FOMO, yeah. Now that
What
is
can we do?
actually the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
How can we
Not feel FOMO.
not feel FOMO?
Well, it's actually I think it's the first chapter of the book. It's about comparison. It's about the first point is that to accept that it is hardwired in our brain. We human, we will always compare. So you cannot just follow the quote saying that don't compare yourself to the stranger on the internet. You will compare anyway. So the first one, when you realize that it is natural, then you will focus on how to navigate the feeling that you feel after the comparison games, right? So how to navigate it, I think that it's back to like really think about what you really want. Think how the battle is between you and your goals. So you really need to think the goal is something concrete. So you see that the path to achieve that, and then how to win the battle. So really make it concrete, and after that you just focus on compare yourself and your previous version of yourself.
Oh.
So again, don't compare to other people, compare to your previous you.
That's because that's the most dangerous thing of comparing yourself with the others that you might think as the best version of a person. Then you tend to feel tired of chasing what is the thing that you think would be the perfect picture of a person.
Yeah, it's
And-
never ending, right?
It's never
I
ending.
think also slowing down in any kind of sense also helps, because sometimes if you think about like it's me, but like in the middle of the night I would scroll and then people say, oh, this is a cute lipstick, and then I was oh, I'm gonna buy that. But then if I slow down and think that oh, I actually already have some at home, when I slow down and do I really want that? I think it's also a matter of giving us some chance to ask again, to question again to ourselves, does it matter? Do you really want that? Why? So also I think it can apply to everything, like when you see like influencers or celebrity, like, oh, this is a nice life, but if you think it a bit, and then you will think, do I really want a life like that? Do I really want like millions of people keep on watching me? Maybe not. So slowing down, I guess.
Yeah.
Slow
just,
down,
just
Kim
put it in the
Kardashian.
cart first.
Yeah, put it in
Don't
the
don't
card.
check out yet. Just
I
put it in
know.
the cart. All right. So we want to know.
Oh, but for this, just
Oh yeah.
Put it in the card, yeah, check out, check
For
out.
that one, check out straight
Yeah,
away.
check out the book.
All right. So we want to know.
just kidding.
Why is this book crucial for everyone, especially women?
Yeah, I think it's more for everyone,
Yeah.
not only for mothers, but again, because I'm a mother myself, so I know it can be really hard and challenging for us mothers to navigate all these social media things. Sometimes you will find yourself wondering, am I a good mother? Because you compare yourself to the others. So I really hope that by maybe just listening to our conversation, not buying this book per se, but maybe we can this is a new year, and then you can start to think about what really matters to you, what is essential, and start to set the boundary, like what matters and what is not, who matters and who are not. Especially because as we grow older, our circle tend to be smaller. So I think it's really important to really think about the boundary, who you really would like to keep, who you really would like to say yes to, and who are the others who can say, no, I'm sorry, but I will prioritize these people on the smaller circle. So yeah, I think women tend to be hard, to get more difficulties to say no,
To say
because
no.
they expect to, you deserve to deal with such burden. Yeah, so maybe women, but everyone, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I tend to get hungry when I'm stressed. Now I'm really hungry. Talking about self improvements.
Yes.
But Puty, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
What a thought for us to bring to bed
Yeah.
tonight.
Yes.
Whether you want to reflect on yourself and see what you've achieved in the previous year and how you would improve yourself in the coming years
Yes.
in 2025.
That's right. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
And
for
viewers,
having me.
See the Stories will continue after the break. Stay with us right here on the 3 Hour News Show on See Today.